The smoke, move!
We're taking heavy fire. Need immediate suppressive fire on the rooftops.
The dream always starts the same. Sand, smoke, screams swallowed by the wind. I'm crawling through the wreckage, my ears ringing, the world burning orange, and then silence, the kind that stays. When I wake, that silence is all that's left. The doctors called it trauma. The military called it classified. I called it penance. That's why I came here to the roof of the world, where nothing grows, nothing speaks, and the wind is the only thing left that still remembers my name. The wind screamed across the Himalayan plateau, stripping the flesh from sound itself. Snow and dust lashed at my face. I pulled my jacket tight and felt the old metal pendant press cold against my skin. Not silver, not iron, something in between. Something I dug out of the dirt a lifetime ago. This expedition was supposed to be routine. Geological survey for a mining company. High altitude, low payoff. But I didn't come for money. I came to disappear. When the scanners picked up an anomaly heat where there shouldn't be any, I volunteered to go down. Alone. Descending felt like sliding into a grave. My headlamp sliced through the dark, the beam trembling with each shallow breath. My boots crunched through centuries of untouched stone dust. I told myself it was just rock, just data. Then the ground shifted. My bad leg, the one that never healed right, gave way. Pain flared. My hand slammed against the wall and froze, a fissure, thin as a vein, and from within it, a pulse of sapphire blue light. I killed my lamp. The glow didn't fade. It was alive, steady, rhythmic, almost breathing. I should have marked the coordinates and gone back up. But something in me, the part that still dreamed of fire and screams, needed to know what was behind that light. I pulled off a glove, touched the crack. A jolt shot through me, hot, electric, intimate. The air that whispered out was dry, metallic, smelling of ozone and storms. Granite doesn't breathe, granite doesn't hum, but this did. My hammer broke through the rock like it was sandstone. The fissure widened, revealing a narrow tunnel, glowing faintly with that same impossible blue. Warm air kissed my face. The pendant on my chest pulsed once, then again, matching the rhythm in the walls. I don't remember deciding to crawl inside. I just did. The tunnel closed around me, smooth and curved, like something carved not by tools, but by intention. The walls pulsed with veins of living light, each beat echoing faintly in my bones. My breath caught. I wasn't walking through stone, I was walking through something that remembered being alive. And then the tunnel opened. I stumbled out onto a ledge and looked down. What I saw didn't belong beneath the earth. A vast cavern stretched into infinity, its ceiling a glowing haze. Structures grew out of the walls like coral, twisting towers connected by delicate bridges that defied gravity. The air shimmered with blue luminescence, casting everything in a dreamlike half-light. And there were shapes. Humanoid, but wrong. Too tall, too fluid. Their limbs moved like water, their bodies glinting faintly with scales or something like it. They glided soundlessly between the bridges, their motions a dance of grace and inhuman precision. Then I saw her. At the center of it all, on a raised platform, surrounded by flickering energy, stood a figure that made my heart stop. Half woman, half serpent, all power. Her upper body was sculpted perfection, skin like polished obsidian veined with glowing blue light, eyes like molten stars. From the waist down, her body coiled into massive, iridescent scales that shimmered in oil-slick colors. She wasn't just beautiful, she was designed to command worship, and somehow she was looking right at me. Her gaze cut through distance and stone. I felt it pierce my mind. A voice filled my skull, smooth and cold and intimate. Human, I can taste the dust on your soul. My breath hitched. Her voice wasn't sound, it was pressure, a vibration in the marrow. You've walked far to find silence, she purred, and yet you bring noise with every heartbeat. Before I could move, two of the serpent guards were suddenly beside me, scaled, silent, inhumanly fast. One seized my arm, the other stripped me of my gear. Their grip was glacial, like touching death itself. They didn't speak, They didn't need to. The path before us unfolded from the wall, itself living stone reshaping as we moved. Every step took me deeper into the impossible. When we reached the platform, the Queen's coils shifted with slow, predatory grace. Her eyes glowed brighter as she studied me. "You trespass, Anoidia," she said, not with sound, but directly into my mind. "But you are not the first of your kind to wander in the dark. You are merely the loudest." I forced my voice past the terror. "Who are you?" Her lips curved, amused, dangerous. "I am Zadra, Queen of the Naga, ruler of the deep realms. 10,000 years. We've watched your world rise and crumble, and still you dig where you shouldn't." The name hit. Something ancient in me, Naga, myth, legend. Half snake, half goddess. But here she was, real, immense, undeniable. Her eyes narrowed, their glow intensifying. "You wear our heart upon your chest." I looked down. The pendant was glowing, the same blue as the walls, the explosion that took your comrades. She continued, "The metal you found in that Afghan cave, it was azurite. Our lifeblood. You forged a memory from it, and carried a fragment of our world ever since." The memory slammed into me like a detonation. The blast, the crater, the glowing fragment I'd pocketed. "My souvenir, my penance. You hear it now, don't you?" she whispered. "It sings to you." I could feel it, the pendant vibrating in time with my pulse. "What do you want from me?" I managed to rasp. "Knowledge," she said simply. "Your world is eating ours from above. The azurite veins are nearly gone. The last deposits lie beneath your cities, your Denver, your New York." My stomach dropped. "You want to mine under them?" Her smile was slow, predatory. "No, we want to replace them." A tremor of psychic energy rolled through the air. Images flooded my mind, cities burning, towers collapsing under waves of blue light. "You will help us shape the surface once more," she said. "Guide us and live. Refuse, and your people will vanish into myth, as ours once did." I stared up at her, every instinct screaming to run, to fight, to do something. But there was something else. Under the terror and almost magnetic pull, she was power incarnate. Beautiful, terrible, infinite. And in her gaze, I saw something that terrified me even more than death. Recognition. She leaned closer, her breath a shimmer of heat against my face. "You think you came here by choice, but the stone chose you long ago." Before I could speak, darkness swallowed the world. I woke in a chamber that glowed like a cathedral made of crystal. The walls pulsed with life, reflecting phantom images, cities I knew, New York, Tokyo, London, each crowned with a dome of flickering blue light. An elder Naga slithered in. His scales were dull, his voice a whisper in my head. "You see possibilities,"
Do you
he said.
believe
What could be? I stepped closer to one of the glowing domes. The vision rippled. Denver appeared beneath it. "This is what she intends," I said. He inclined his head. "She intends balance, your kind mind without reverence. Now the deep will reclaim its due." He opened a crystal chest, revealing a shard of pure azurite beating like a heart. He touched the projection of Denver. In an instant, the city vanished, replaced by a smoking crater. I staggered back. "You're bluffing." "We do not bluff," he said softly. "We endure." They left me alone. Hours passed, or maybe minutes. I couldn't tell. The air vibrated faintly with that same pulse. My pendant throbbed against my skin. I took it off. It glowed faintly, matching the rhythm of the walls. It wasn't a keepsake, it was a key. The wall shimmered, dissolved. She appeared, Zadra, moving like a living storm, her coils flowing across the floor. The light clung to her like reverence. Her gaze locked onto the pendant in my hand. "Now you see," she said, voice soft as silk, deadly as truth. "You were never just a visitor. You are the bridge. I'm not helping you destroy my world." She smiled slow, knowing, dangerous. "Destroy, no. We will remake it." She reached out, tracing a claw along my jaw, the faintest touch. My skin burned where she touched me, not pain, but memory. "You carry death well," she murmured. "It's what makes you beautiful."
The energy
I wanted
signature.
to pull away. I didn't.
It's
Her
beautiful.
voice wrapped around my thoughts like smoke.
We have to warn them.
There is still time to
They're coming.
choose. The fate of both worlds waits inside that stone. Your silence brought you here. Your voice will decide what remains." She turned, her tail sliding across the crystal floor with the sound of thunder distant and inevitable. "Sleep. Human," she said as she vanished into the light. "The earth is listening." I stood alone in the humming dark, the pendant pulsing in my palm like a living heart. And for the first time in years, the silence wasn't empty, it was waiting.